And joining me right now is my girl. This is art queen of Converge and host of Art of the Matter, TDub. What's up, TDub?
What's going on, Trae?
You guys, I gotta also say, we didn't plan this green and yellow. TDub was just on point today, and so was I. So that's just how that works.
It just happens like that. And as always, we got the fit check going on.
Fit
the socks ready. We out here. Look
now,
good, feel good.
That's what I was gonna say. Last time we talked about it, man. Look good, feel good, and it's so true. It starts your day off right. I know for me, it's such a major part of it. People are always like, oh my gosh, your outfit, but really it's a part of it all.
Absolutely.
So, you be coming through, and
I try to.
I'm really looking forward to this discussion with you because, man, we've been talking about how much art has taken a hit during COVID, but you've been able to get out there in these streets a little bit and see some of these amazing art installations, art shows. Tell us a little bit about the first clip that you want to set up for us because, man, you've been out there. It's beautiful.
Yeah, some of us artists are staying pretty busy these days, and 2022 is no exception. So just this past Thursday, we had Capitol Hill Art Walk up on Capitol Hill, and Brady and I visited the VMC Gallery to check out Sneke's new show called Graffitechture. So we got a little clip for you guys.
SnekeOne, and we are inside of the Vivid Matter Collective gallery space on Pine Street in Capitol Hill, Seattle. We're here for my show here, which is called Graffitechture. I've combined graffiti and like a cut material, so to speak, and I've kind of built it up like you would build anything from design phase to finished works. I've been doing graffiti for about 28 years, mostly here in Seattle, like born and raised. Just to counter the spray paint on canvas thing, I'd done a lot of spray paint on canvas and that kind of thing, and I wanted to do something that was different. I was trying to work on something different, something a little more mature, maybe, if you will. The approach is similar to graffiti, as in like I hand draw everything. It also has to be hand drawn. It has to look like my work. And it still has to have that feeling after it's been designed and then built. I bring that kind of approach to it, and I'm trying to be original, and I'm trying to do something kind of new. I've been trying to do this for a long time, and I recently got access to a really large machine that helps me with it. So I had to teach myself how to vector files and then get the work done and build it, and assemble it. And that was kind of challenging as well. Each layer holds a different aspect of the piece because I wanted it to kind of go together, like no one layer tells a story. It has to all be seen together to get the full sneak piece or the full effect of what it is. Yes, the color stuff I'm gonna get into a little later. I wanted to keep these pieces white because I wanted people to see the depth of the work and to see how the shadows play off of the white, and just go from here. This is like a starting point for it. We'll see. Shout out to the crew, shout out to the DVS crew and EDK crew and all the people that helped me and answered a lot of my questions as far as like what the hell I was doing, like with the vectors and the graphics and how to do it. And thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Come check the show out.
Whoa, amazing. Shout out to Sneke, the artist right there at Vivid Matter Collective in Capitol Hill. And honestly, T-Dub, that's the first time I've ever seen 3D graffiti.
Yeah, there's a couple of artists doing it on the scene. Obviously, Sneke is a graffiti legend. He's the master at this thing. So if you've seen graffiti in the city, you've seen his work. He's incredible. And obviously, being an artist for as long as he has, he's trying to think of ways to evolve his style. And the Graffitechture is what came of that. So we were super excited to be able to host him at the gallery. His show is up now, so make sure you stop by. We are at VMC Gallery, is right next door to Molly Moon's Ice Cream on Capitol Hill, so definitely stop by. I think he has 2 pieces that are still available for purchase, but his show is almost sold out as well, so he's doing pretty well. So shouts out again to you, Sneke.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now that's what you want to hear as an artist.
Absolutely.
I mean, if there's several pieces in the show and you only got 2 left, that's saying something for real. But also, I really appreciate what he said there about keeping them white so that people could really appreciate the depth of each piece.
Absolutely.
And how the shadows play off of that. I mean, honestly, this is why we talk about artistry as being so innovative, so bold, and culture driving.
Yes.
Like, I mean, you know, who would have known a decade ago that people would be doing 3D art pieces?
Right.
And also, too, I you know, when it comes to graffiti, you know, the fact that now people are really appreciating it as an art form.
Absolutely.
Right. I think is also another story.
Yeah. I mean, we're taking it to the next level. Obviously, the mural, the desire for murals around cities and the desire for that type of artistic activation publicly is on the rise. And so we have to look at styles like graffiti, which are known to be street styles, and figure out ways to bring them into, you know, the greater lexicon of the artistic conversation with regard to cities and stuff. And so I'm super happy to see people like Sneak and even some of the younger artists coming up, getting the chance to really like do this work that they love to do, but without the whole illegality part of it. You know what I mean? To be able to cultivate your craft in a way that is safe for you, you know, it's super important. And we're gonna see stuff like that. That's just it's going to take it to the next level. So let's keep that going.
Yeah. Well, you know, also for you as an artist yourself, you know, when you see this kind of bold innovation in artistry, I mean, how does that then inspire you to take some things back yourself in terms of your own creative process?
Definitely. I mean, seeing Sneak's work in person was mind blowing. You know, it's something that we all sort of like strive to get to with regard to evolving our styles. And like he said, like keeping the pieces white, being able to really interact with and understand the depth of what he's created. And again, the shadow play is just top notch. So yeah, it definitely inspires me. I'm inspired by everything. Everything is art to me, honestly. So I find inspiration in a lot of different things, but to see artists pushing the envelope in this way, it's definitely like, it adds a different fuel to the fire.
You know, I gotta say, I'm excited that you've been out there in the streets and that you can bring us pieces too, where we get to see these clips of you being out there. Shout out to Brady, amazing clip as always.
Shout out to you, Brady, as always.
Yeah. So tell us about this next clip, because you know, again, you know, our installations are happening, man. Our people are out there.
We are staying busy, self-included. So the next clip we're gonna see is a little spot on the latest mural that I've done. I actually just completed it. It exists at the Wildrose Bar on Capitol Hill, and the Wildrose is the country's oldest thriving lesbian bar. And so I was approached by Shelley Brothers, the owner, a few months ago to create a mural there. And we took the mural idea and turned it into something much bigger. And we are super excited about the work that we've been able to do. This spot talks about the mural specifically, but we have other stuff going on in the space that we're excited to share with the community. And yeah, lots going on. So let's check it out. What up, y'all? TDub here. I am currently on Capitol Hill at the Wildrose Bar in Seattle. We are here today to show you a little bit of the process of the mural that I've been working on here. You know, with Shelley and Martha approaching me about painting a mural here at the Wildrose. We've been brainstorming some ideas throughout, you know, the past few months, and this past December, I finally got a chance to get started. As you all might know already, or might not, it went from brainstorming just mural ideas to actually brainstorming some spatial rearrangements and interventions as well. And so it went from just a mural project to, you know, a full flip basically of the dance area space within the Wildrose. And so for the past month, my partner Kayla Bailey, myself, and our good friend Sade Simone have been here working, you know, day in, day out to water the rose is what we're actually calling it. Shelley and Martha have been pivotal in, you know, maintaining space for women of the LGBTQ community. And, you know, the Wildrose is the only lesbian bar in Seattle. It is the longest thriving lesbian bar in the country, asterisk. We don't know that for sure, but we are celebrating it as such because these spaces are so important and so near and dear to us. Obviously, Seattle has been going through a lot of change with regard to gentrification and development and things of that nature, and we're losing a lot of the places that we hold, you know, near and dear to us. It was important for us, again, to be able to be like, you know, a part of the Rose staying put. We actually had a party planned to celebrate the anniversary of the Wildrose of 37 years. But because of COVID, we had to postpone that show. And we actually just met today and finally are able to finalize the new date of our anniversary show, which will be Valentine's Day weekend. So be sure to look out on Wildrose's Instagram pages and social medias for more information on that. We'll have tickets going out really soon. We would love if you guys could come through, see the space, check it out, see what we've done here. But yeah, the mural's coming along pretty nicely. I'm excited to get it finished, and I can't wait for you guys to see it.
Oh my goodness, TDub. Yes, and yes, and yes. Yeah. Shout out to everybody over there at the Wildrose for reaching out to you and you guys being able to collaborate on such an amazing piece. Looks like I got some work to do. I got to get up to Capitol Hill. There's now some stuff I got to go see.
Yeah, Capitol Hill is popping when it comes to the art scene, definitely. And again, like, shouts out to my partner, Kayla, and our good friend, producer, performer extraordinaire, Sade Simone. The three of us, took on this Watering the Rose. Basically, I'm thinking of it as like an initiative. You know what I mean? To make sure that the spaces that we love and enjoy stay where they are, and being a part of the solution again of keeping these spaces, and being able to, enjoy them in the ways that we need to. So I'm super excited about everything that we've done. We have some more stuff to come. Again, the big reveals are going to be our Valentine's Day celebration parties. So definitely come out to that if you can. We're doing it, man. Super exciting.
It really is. And also too, when you get to infuse your art in, a cultural hub that is also a part of you.
Absolutely.
Right? Like that to me it's like a trifold there.
Definitely.
Not only are you able to water the rose with this amazing piece, right? But, continuing the legacy of one of the, longest running lesbian bars in the country. I will take that. I will claim it too.
Yes.
And also, the fact that it's like, man, this is a part of moving culture forward in this like cultural hub space where, it's always been that space for, our LGBTQ to like, hey, come there and be themselves.
Yeah. And it's a huge difference between, having a night at a space and having a space that is made for you. You know what I mean? Like, we can pop in the Wildrose at any time. It's always there. It's where everybody knows your name, right? Yeah. So, to be a part of that history, to be a part of that legacy, to be able to bring my art to the other factions of my life, right? Because talk about intersections, Black, queer, woman, artist, like, the list goes on. So, we are a very a small but mighty group, and we like to show up as much as we can in the ways that we feel are important.
I just love this. It just gave me warm fuzzies all over. I gotta say, because I always say this every time you're on. I'm like, I'm a huge fan.
Thank you.
This, and so really, I look forward to being able to see this, man. I'm really willing that I can make it down there because for me, it's also about celebrating people in our community who are doing the work, doing great work, really, and moving things forward. So thank you so much, TDub.
Thank you, Trae.
Well, we can't let you go without talking about Art of the Matter. We know you have a premiere coming up later on this month, and just tell us a little bit more about this first episode and really what you're looking forward to doing with this series.
Absolutely. So once again, the Art of the Matter, the new show, the new baby at Converge Media, will be premiering this Monday. I am so very excited. Shouts out to Brady, who I've been working on this show with. We're in editing mode right now. So as soon as I leave here, I'm back on the computer trying to, put everything together nice and pretty for y'all. But again, super excited for this show. Super excited for our first episode featuring Moses' son, who is an amazing abstract artist. He and I had a conversation, and this show is going to be what shows that. And again, it's just Art of the Matter is a show about artist conversations from the artist perspective. So, being able to talk about the nuances of being an artist in this time, obviously, again, we've spoke about a little earlier, the amount of mural art that's going up in the world, the amount of public art that's being, championed through the city sector. We are the people that have to show up to those calls. We are the people who are applying for these grants. And so being able to have conversations with one another and relate and just release, honestly, about what, the good, the bad, and the ugly of what this time is what Art of the Matter it seeks to explore.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to it, TDub, because honestly, as I've been saying, it is so important that we understand how much art is also such a major part of history.
For sure.
And we are definitely in a time right now that needs to be captured, right?
Sure.
In all different kinds of realms. And so I just appreciate every artist out there who is taking this time to be inspired and infusing what we're seeing in the streets into their artwork. I think it's so important that we have all of this kind of cemented through a wide variety of perspectives, of diversity, of wide ranges, and art is just such a huge part of that.
Yeah, the one thing that comes up in my mind right now is thinking about, what if you had an opportunity to talk to Picasso? What if you had an opportunity to talk to Renzo Piano or any of the artists, you know, of that time, Michelangelo, you know, the list goes on. What if we had an opportunity to really see and understand their perspective? You know, like that is my hope for what this show is, being able to, you know, hear from the artists what they want you to know of the work that they create. You know, a lot of the times art is just something that you experience, but to be able to take it to another level of having conversation and finding the depth, you know, behind, you know, the things that you see, it's just like so important to me. And so that's why I felt like this show needed to happen. It needed to happen now. And it's coming out on Monday.
Monday night, January 24th. Yes. Anywhere that you guys are seeing Converge Media right now, you guys will be able to see the art of the matter with host extraordinaire TDub herself, our art queen over here at Converge. TDub, thank you so much for joining me on Feel Good Friday today. Always appreciate your presence.
Thank you. Likewise.